Hey friends, so hopefully you had a wonderful new year. I am popping on today to talk about the Louis Vuitton bum bag, and I want to do a little intro before I get into the features and my first impression of this bag. I actually got this bag for Christmas. I got it for Christmas from my husband, and it was kind of a fluke. So I first discovered this bag at the beginning of 2021 or the end of 2020. I was scrolling through socials and I saw a woman wearing it and I thought, wow, that is cute. And I'm usually not someone who's drawn to or interested in bum bags, but for whatever reason, this one really stood out to me. I was taking a look at it and I kind of was just apprehensive because everyone that I saw this bag on was thin and tall and skinny. And I am not tall, I am not thin, I am plus size and I'm only 5'2". So I had kind of decided that this bag would not work for me. Especially because I have a larger chest. So I was like, it's probably not going to lay right on me. So while it's cute and I see that it's really stylish on everyone else, it's just not going to work for me. And I kept it moving. But I kept seeing the bag, and sometimes a bag just speaks to you, since I don't have a better phrase. And every time you see it, you're just kind of like, man, I really like that bag. I really like that bag. So I went to my local boutique. I wanted to try it on, but they didn't have any. And they told me that they almost never have any. So, okay, I was like, you know what? It's not for me. I'm just going to forget about it. Fast forward to this year in November, and I had just been seeing it so much, it kind of just wouldn't leave me alone. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask my sales associate if perhaps he can check for me to see if any are available or if he can get one shipped. And he said, we barely ever get any in. We just don't see those a lot. But if I do, I'll give you a call. So I guess in a sense, I considered myself to be on the waiting list. Fast forward to the beginning of December, mid-December, I got a Christmas card from my sales associate at Louis Vuitton. And so I texted him back to say, thanks, I appreciate the card. And hey, by the way, do you have any bum bags? And he actually never responded to me, which was kind of odd, but whatever. Once again, I'm someone who just kind of feels like if it's too hard to get something, then it's not meant for me. So I would just kind of decided, you know what? I have been thinking about that bag all year. I haven't been able to get it. It's not for me. I actually started to look on Pre-Loved. And on the Pre-Loved, I was looking on Fashion File. And it was like, the cheapest one was like, I don't know, maybe $400 more than retail. And it went all the way up to being $700 or $800 more than retail. And so typically, my motto is you don't pay over retail for Pre-Loved. I've done it once because I really wanted something. And even then, after I did it, I was just kind of like, why did I do that? That just wasn't wise. But anyway, again, all these things just made me say, it's not for me. So I guess without realizing it, I had been talking about it enough that my husband took notice. And so on Christmas Eve, him and our daughter, he did some last minute shopping with our kids. So he went out without me with our kids to go shopping. And he said he was taking them to do some last minute shopping, which I was like, whatever. So I stayed home. And when they got home kind of late. So I never did end up going back downstairs. So I never saw under the tree or if anything had changed or any of that. The next morning we woke up, we went to my parents' house and we packed up all the gifts to open at their house. So we get to my parents' house and I see that there's a bag within a bag. When it's time for us to open the gifts, I get handed this bag and it's a bag within a bag, but it's hard to explain, but I could tell that the bag within the bag was a Louis Vuitton bag. It was like their orange, not gift bags, but whatever, their shopping bag. And so I actually got nervous. I got scared. He does not do the best at shopping for me. He and I kind of have this agreement. We've been married for 10 years and we've just kind of learned that it's best for him to give me a gift card or take me and let me purchase myself and let him buy it. So he hasn't done well at buying things for me. Um, and so I got scared and I was like, oh Lord, he has gone to Louis Vuitton and picked something out and I don't know what it is. And I just, I don't know. So I ended up actually saying, babe, I don't want to open that here because I'm the worst at hiding my emotions. Like I'm the worst faker in the world. I can't fake it. So if I open something and I don't like it, it's going to show on my face. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to open this at my parents' house in front of everyone. Let's just save this till we get home. So he actually snuck it out and put it back in the car. So we get home and I open it. And as I'm opening it, I am like, what the freak? I could not believe what I was seeing. I just kept saying to him, how did you get this? Like, how did you get this? There aren't any available. And of course, I'm sitting here thinking, like, there's no way you got something that I couldn't get. Like, I'm the Louis Vuitton guru. How are you going to get this bag that I've been trying to get my hands on all year? It just didn't even make sense. I'm like, and plus, those of us who know Louis Vuitton, we know Louis Vuitton. Like you don't just, I don't even know how to talk about it. Like how is someone who, first of all, he doesn't shop there on a regular basis. And I was confused. I'm still a little bit confused. So I just kept being like, how did you get this? So how he ended up getting it was my kids got me gift cards to Louis Vuitton. And I guess he had planned to do the same. And so he and my kids went to Louis Vuitton and they were there to get gift cards. And he says when he walked in, he saw this bag in the case. And he said it was just sitting there. And so because he wasn't certain, like he pays attention, but men, they don't always know for sure. It's not like he knew exactly which bum. He just knew I had been talking about a bum bag. But he asked one of the sales associate, hey, can I see that bum bag? And, is this the bum bag that's for women? And the sales associate told him yes. And he still wasn't 100%, but he took the chance and he bought the bag. And then he gave it to me for Christmas. And I was just kind of like, I don't get it. I was on the waiting list for this. How was it available? And no one told me. So I guess that's neither here nor there. But as an aside, that is the foolishness of dealing with luxury brands. They play these games with you. And I have an argument with myself where I'm like, you know what, I'm not playing these games with Louis Vuitton. I'm not getting on the waiting list and I'm just not gonna do it with them. But then I'll want something bad enough. That's why they get on my nerves because they make things that speak to me. And I really wish they didn't because I feel like if you have the money and you want to buy something, you should just be able to buy it. Like you shouldn't have to jump through hoops and play games and get on lists and yada, yada, yada. So there's something in my personality that just really hates that. But at the same time, I'm such a bag girl. I love bags so much. And I really like Louis Vuitton that I end up, falling into the games with them. So I was a little, just a little irritated that it was like, wait a minute, you just walked in off the street and there the bag was, when I've been asking about this bag for the last several months. But you know what? I guess in the end, the moral of the story is the bag was meant for me, which is why when my husband walked in there it was for him to buy and give to me. So that is how I ended up with this bag in my collection. So now I'm going to give you guys some features and details and give you some comparisons to some bags so you can kind of get a feel for the size. I will say that I think, this might not be the best outfit right now, but I think it's okay for someone plus size. It has a long enough drop and you can adjust the strap so it can kind of sit right underneath my boob. I hate to say that, but that's how That's how I feel like it's cutest on me. And I did wear it right after Christmas. I think we might have went out and went shopping, and I could not wait to put this thing on. And I just felt so cute, and I felt so hands-free, and I felt like it really went with my outfit. It feels really casual, but it also feels like it punches up an outfit as well. It just kind of elevates, you know, the look. Even though I only had on a sweater and some jeans, this just felt like it, I don't know, it just punched it up a bit. So I really, really like it, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about it. And let me give you a close-up of this bag. You've got this little vachetta tab here. And listen, I don't know all the, you know, specific names for all these features, so I'm just gonna do the best I can. You've got this top handle, and I'm not really sure if I would ever use that, but it's there. And it just kind of goes with the other vachetta that's on the bag. You know, I'll be honest, guys, I'm not really sure what this is for. I actually looked at a couple of videos to see if someone was in the know and can loop me in, and everybody just kind of thought it was either for your keys or for a scarf, which just, I'll be honest, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I can't see my keys hanging off of here for any reason. So I don't know. I don't know what that's for. If somebody knows, hey, drop me a comment and let me know. I will say that thank goodness I did watch videos and know that, you know, this is going to have to be flipped up to unzip it so that you don't ruin the canvas over time by, you know, zipping and unzipping it with the little lip hanging down. So important to lift that up just to protect the canvas, because of course if you mess up the canvas, your bag is done. So I think one person said they just leave theirs up. I don't mind taking it up and down. At least I don't think I'm gonna mind. I guess, you know, time will tell. Just love the look and feel of the bag. I do think I've been trying to decide if I think this is a trendy piece or if I think it's timeless. I do think it's kind of trendy, but I also think it'll stand the test of time as well. I think this will go, you know, through the years, and I'm gonna wear it and love it and not get tired of it or not think, man, that was so 2021 or 2022 or what have you. I do think right now it's a forever piece. I don't have very many bum bags, maybe 3. This might be my 3rd one. So I just don't see myself getting tired of them because I don't have a ton of them. And I probably won't get a ton of them. I have a Coach one, this one, and I have one that I got from my boss, ex-boss, for Christmas, and it's more of just like a sporty kind. I can't even remember the name of it, but yeah, I mean, you've got this adjustable strap, and you've got this back zip pocket, and anybody who's interested in this bag has probably seen other videos, so I'm not going to bore you with too many details. This is big enough to put a phone in, but I'm not really, I don't know. I just can't see myself really using this pocket a whole lot just because I feel like it's going to be inconvenient. It's already sitting on you, so to constantly be going and trying to get in like this, I just don't see it happening. I see myself really just using the front the most. I don't carry a lot, right? You know, lately I haven't been carrying a lot because I work from home, so I just haven't needed to carry a lot. So really I just go out and about to run errands, do a little shopping. So really all I have is a wallet, my key pouch, and right now my inhaler, and that's it. And that is pretty much all I carry around these days. Sometimes I'll have my change pouch, and that will fit. You know, you can see there's still lots and lots of room, even though I have those items in there. But this is a really cute piece, and I actually posted something on Instagram from the day that I wore it, and someone sent me a message and said, where did you get that? Like, did you get it in your local boutique? And I understand that this is a hard item to get and people still want it. I don't think that, I don't know when this started to become popular. I don't know if it was started in 2019 or 2020. I don't always keep up with that kind of stuff. Like I said, I only discovered it at the beginning of this year or late last year. And I, I showed interest. I tried to get my hands on it to even just try it on. And it seems to be a hard bag to find. And like I said, my husband got it on a fluke. So I feel like, I kind of got it on a fluke. And, it does suck that people get on waiting lists and then nothing happens. And then you find that someone walked off the street and got it. I wish that it didn't work that way. I do feel like if you're on a waiting list, I might not have even been the first person on the waiting list. Someone else might have been waiting for this bag. And I don't know what their process is, if they really keep a list. I don't even know how it works. And I'm not even about to try to use any energy to try to figure it out. I'm just happy that, my husband was able to get this and give it to me for Christmas. I think it's a great bag. I think that it will work on plus size bodies. I do think that it'll be cute year over year. I don't think it's going to lose its cute factor or appeal, especially since it's in this classic kind of monogram print. I do think that, I've said this before, you're going to have to be careful with this untreated leather. So if that's, a deal breaker for you, then this might not be the one for you. I feel like I've seen some of these with black leather, black treated leather. I'm not certain though, because I haven't seen them a lot, but that might be something worth looking into if you're interested in this bag, but you're not super interested in this vachetta. I don't like at the beginning when you first get these bags and the vachetta is almost like white. I prefer it to have patina, so I'm looking forward to the time where it will have that. And I am going to be reaching for this bag quite a bit. I already know that I am because I absolutely love it. So let me just show you guys a couple of quick comparisons to, let's see what I have here. The Pochette Métis and the Speedy, so you can see like a size comparison. Hopefully that'll be helpful because I feel like it is comparable to the Pochette Métis, which I also love. And that's another thing. Since I know that I love the Pochette Métis so much, I think that's why I feel pretty strongly that I'm going to love this over time as well. I am always super, super excited to reach for my Pochette Métis. And so I think that I will find that I'm equally super excited to reach for the bum bag as well. Sorry guys, I know that this video is probably a little longer than it should be. I tend to be a rambler. I just ramble, and I try not to do that, but sometimes I can't help it. So here's kind of a look at what these three guys look like next to one another, just to give you kind of a size comparison. The shape is different, but in the end, it's kind of the same concept without the buckle. So I don't know if this is helpful, but that's kind of what they look like next to each other. And then you throw in the Speedy, but it at least gives you some kind of gauge as to the size for these popular little gems. So as I do this video and I think about this bag a little more and think about the features as I share them, I do wonder to myself if it would be valuable to have a detachable strap so that you can kind of add your own personal flair and maybe take off this vachetta one and add a different kind of either guitar strap or another Louis Vuitton strap you might have, or just another decorative strap. I wonder if that would have been a good idea. And I'm not sure, but it is something that I did think about because right now you're stuck with this strap. And that might just be something they can think about in the future. But I think that this bag will pack. It will pack a lot and it'll last a long time. So my first impression is this is a great bag, great bag, great bag. Love it, love it, love it. I'm hoping that, I'll be honest, I'm hoping that I don't see a future version that they, to find that they've rethought this lip and maybe found a way to maybe get rid of it and make it a little more functional and safe for the canvas, because I'm gonna be salty. Because, you know, I do kind of wish that this wasn't there. I mean, you know, it hides the zipper, which is nice, but I don't know. I might not mind the zipper showing if it makes it easier and a little more functional and protects the bag, because I am just a little bit nervous about this snagging or scratching or causing a rip or a hole in the canvas. So I really hope that doesn't happen. And I hope I don't regret getting this version of it and they change it anytime soon, if that makes sense. So that's my biggest reservation. So I'll have to be strategic about when I wear this, where I'm wearing it to, and just make sure I'm in the mood to deal with the lip. But other than that, I think this is just a really, really cute piece. I love it. I'm glad I have it. And I'm excited to wear it, especially when we can get back to traveling again. So I don't know. Hopefully this video, as always, I hope that it's helpful to someone. And again, if you know what this little thing is, let me know. What is the purpose of this little piece? It's cute, but is it functional? I'd like to know. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great new year and stay safe. All right, bye.